Does the mic work? Does this thing on? Is this thing even active? You know, we're 40 seconds late. We got technical difficulties. Home runs. That's why we're here. The NBA playoffs are back as well. Yeah, I get it. We didn't hit any home runs yesterday. It was disappointing. It was frustrating. But it's what happens. When you load up on dingers, you're going to miss a few. You're going to bounce around. You're going to miss a few. That happens by all means. For us, it's just about knowing that this is a long play. It's a long haul, much like everything that we do here. It's a long haul. There we go. Now I feel better that we have everything in front of us. I do want to make this thing bigger if I can, only because I feel like it would benefit all of us. But now I have to delete other things, and it's a pain in the ass. All right, so we see stuff is popping already on my portfolio, at least. Jose Iglesias, Manny Machado, a lot of these things. Jimmy Butler right now is the number one NBA bet tonight, under 6.5 rebounds over at DraftKings. A lot of this is just what the tool, I have prompted the tool to give me. All right, so just give me something here. Now, we're going to hit some home runs. Today, we are going to hit some home runs. But I do want to show you at least what we do first and foremost here and where the edge comes from and how the market-based approach from the top-down method works. And it's pretty simple, okay? We have determined through our super smart set of both people and those people who have built this algorithm that the price of Jimmy Butler under 6.5 rebounds should be minus 144. Should be, but it isn't, because on DraftKings it's minus 135. Now, others are hovering around the 144, but everybody else is pricing themselves off of that. So you got it at minus 182 on FanDuel. I got it for minus 135 on DraftKings. Who's smarter? Whoa, wait a second. What about the under 5.5? I got that at plus money, but you paid a ridiculously bad price. Remember the Oreos. Remember the Oreos. You see how this works? Good morning. Appreciate if you jumped on Mug yesterday. We're still here again with your free week trial. That's it, okay? Now you understand. So when you see edge, 2.9% edge, when we go to the home run page and you see, well, that's got a 3.4%, or that's got a 6.7%, or that's got a 1 point, or that's got a negative, now you know. You know where that edge comes from, okay? Bang, let's get it going here. Now, we got some boosts we need to take care of in the NBA, that's for sure. We still have our no sweat home runs active on DraftKings. So let's go. Let's see what we have today for home runs. Well, actually, you know what? I'm just curious if anything anywhere else is popping. So let me just remove this here. And now I don't have my portfolios. I have everything that's available. Books that I can't bet, places I can't go. All of these things are now open. The door is open. Jimmy Snuggerud. Who the hell is this guy? I mean, apparently I've already bet him because he's been shaded here, probably on DraftKings. Who the hell is Jimmy Snug? You wouldn't know. I mean, Jimmy Snuggerud is plus 250 over at DK and BetMGM and a couple of other spots, whatever this thing is here. Looks like it could be that Canadian spot. I didn't think you could bet there. All right, so here we go. Hits allowed. Andrew Heaney over 5.5 hits allowed. Stuff popping on MLB. But I was just looking to see if there's anything. You can build a Hancock K ladder if you like. Seeing if there's anything that's popping for home runs individually. And yes, no home runs hit yesterday, so maybe you can, if you wanted to, run an under. Orioles on the money line on no vig. Okay, that works. That works. Hits, runs, nothing, not even an over. Ks, yeah, we got some decent K opportunities, but that's really about it. John Carlson, shots on goal. Puck line play for the Caps tonight. Ugh. Rather just take them on the 60-minute, to be honest, but that might not be a good number. Okay, great. Let's go. Let's go look at what the home runs have to tell us. Because right now we don't see anything that's popping specifically. So let's keep it moving here. Total home runs. Now, we got a lot of day games. I believe we do, right? Got some game day action here today. So we'll pound through this, try to find some good bets that we see available to us. Now, biggest thing you need to know is we aren't looking at any numbers or stats until we find something. All right? Nolan Gorman, right away. Wow. We may have to add him to the early slip. We may do an early and late slip. In fact, that's what we're going to do. We're going to build an early slip here on the show. And we're also going to do later on, after the slop show at 4 o'clock Eastern, I'm going to build something for the late slate. So Norland Gorman right away pops up here. And who are we to turn down an opportunity? So let's head on over here as we wait for the site to load. I mean, goodness, man. Seriously. All right. So Nolan Gorman all the way at the bottom. I like this. I like the launch angle sitting here. You'd like these to be a little bit better, but 47, I mean, look, it's better than Newt Bar, right? Like 47 for a hard hit percentage is fine. This is a pretty decent spot here for Gorman. All right. He's got one jack already this year. The launch angle is there. It's just not what you would like from the EV. But what do we got on the mound here today? Bryce Elder is just, I mean, yeah, he's limiting the exit velocity and the launch angle, which is concerning. Oh, the problem is he's not striking anybody out, and he's giving up contact, and he's giving up some decent contact here with that ex-Woba being really uncomfortable. Okay, look, we'll leave him on the board right now. All right. He's a good candidate at plus 400. Clearly, we'll leave him on the board. All right. So that's it. We found this because at plus 400, it beats plus 349. Simple stuff, right? Jordan Walker, Alec Burleson. Wow. Okay. Now let's go back. You know, the thing about Jordan Walker is it's the same matchup. Just so you know, they're still going up against a guy who has limited launch angle against him. But we got to get one from this game. Jordan Walker has the EV that we want, the hard hit a little bit, but I mean, he's just not really. That's why we're getting some favorable numbers on these guys, is because of which. I mean, if we wanted to, we should just go Victor Scott here. He's got the launch angle. The hard hit percentage is meager at best. Bare bones material. I mean, that's brutal. What up, everybody? C Money's in the house. Leibowitz is in the house. Line Movers is in the house. He will get hit. You're right. He will get hit, but will he get hit hard? That's what we need to know. Now, that could be anybody, the Line Movers. JD, Alpha, I don't even know. So just thrilled to have him on board here. And as well as with PEV and, of course, Tails, where you can find him. That's what I'm saying. We got to have somebody from this game. All right, let's just see. It's not going to be Victor Scott, but a lot of good edge right here is popping. Anybody on the other side? Yeah, nothing with Newt Bar. Anybody on the other side? No? Okay. Okay. I like where we stand. I like Norman. I really do. That number at 400, Gorman. Norman, I just put it together like N-O Gorman. That's what they call him, by the way. That's his nickname out in St. Louis, Norman. Norman Gorman. Nothing here for the Braves side. Line Movers, you guys looking at anything, originate anything? Just curious out there. See? All right. Well, we keep moving. We've got some other early games here to bounce around. We're also looking at DraftKings, see if there's any no sweat opportunities. This is over on Onyx, a rare home run pop at Onyx. I saw that. Oscar Gonzalez. Where are you, Oscar? There we go. Because out of the way, I have to scroll. The mouse keeps reflecting back up. All right, there we go. That's what I wanted to see, the Juan Soto one. If that was still there, that's fine. You are more than welcome to play this. This is fine. Oscar Gonzalez at plus 1,300. It's not this massive edge where you see, all right, so FanDuel is kind of hovering. I like to stay away from bets when I can where the number 2 bet, it's still minus EV at FanDuel, but barely. And there's not really a significant market edge as much as there is against this price. What does that mean? Ask me. I'll define it if it's there. Pull percentage and how much is good versus bad. Yeah, you got it, Christopher. Appreciate you being here. NRFI for the Braves game. Well, we'd have to look and see if that's even popping here. So give me a second. I'm curious what happens with that. But let's just build real quick. We got one up in here and some more starting to pop. Juan Soto is definitely one I'm interested in. Absolutely interested in. And look, we can go to that Phillies game here. Zach Wheeler's on the hill. No real issues with Zach Wheeler, right? I mean, you know exactly what you're getting here, but doesn't mean that you can't get a jack off him, right? Doesn't mean that you're not going to be able to hit him in certain areas. And as deadly as he can be, you start to push him out. Also, don't know how much he's going to go, right? Like he'd have to blank and truly just dominate right now. With the lefty on the hill, that's a lefty spot for Kyle Schwarber. So make sure you're paying attention because that's a Schwarber sweat. If you follow me on Twitter at Shander Bets, today is a Schwarber sweat day. Juan Soto is where we are right now. I mean, look, the launch angle is what's killing us. It's just absolutely killing us. You know what? We're going to stay away from Juan Soto. Can't bet every home run, man. You know, we're not putting 40 out here and saying, wow, that hit. So we'll stay away from Soto. This really shouldn't be this. I don't know why. Maybe it's because I'm streaming. You tell me, is it slow like this for you? I mean, Jesus. Come on. Come on. Yeah, no way Schwarber's going to pop here. Hey, Sue, we got anything here? Marginal. See, now nothing else is really close to that. Okay, so now we're in a good spot. Jesus Sanchez, pretty good spot. Let's go to this Marlins game. We only need 3. I know there are a bunch of games popping here, but we really only need 3. So let's go to Sanchez, and we see him. He's going to be down here, but look at that launch angle. Oof. It's what we want. EV is there. Hard hit percentage is not. I mean, he could bunt maybe if he gets the right trajectory because of his launch angle. He could bunt something down the left field side here. Outside of this, everything else is pretty good. I mean, look, the fact that he's still wobaing out at 382, despite not really hard hitting it or hitting it hard to be truly definitive. Okay, Jesus Sanchez makes the cut for me. I'm there. Launch angles there. You turn around on one. You move one there. Yep. A lot of these other ones not really going to work. So you see, we've added Jesus Sanchez now, right? I think we did. Let's make sure that we did. Just to make sure. 2 guys so far. We need one more. And the 1 o'clock, 12:35, 1 o'clock slot. But I can tell you, Schwarber is definitely involved here. Definitely involved. Come on. It's just insane that we're waiting like this. I mean, I can't. I mean, he's due for a base hit. He got that yesterday. He's bad right now, man. And you know what's worse for him is the launch. I'll show you the numbers. The launch angle is just disgustingly bad. Can we get something here? Okay, Dominguez. Don't hate the Dominguez one. Let's see. Yeah, this is great because look at the gap that we have at FanDuel versus everywhere else. We're going with the bomber here. Is that going to be our trio right now? Here we go. $10 going to win 2,600 for us. That's going to be pretty good. Nolan Gorman, Jesus Sanchez, and Jason Dominguez. Anything else that we have for DraftKings? Now I was just looking overall. Like DraftKings, I don't necessarily need, although Onyx is going to be the same as DraftKings. It's just you're not getting any break with these. You see? Paul Goldschmidt. Ooh, wow, that's a monster number right there. Maybe we should check. Okay, let's go to this game and just double check that we're not missing anything with Goldie. What do y'all think here? Ben Rice today. Yeah, man. Ben Rice last night with the leadoff jack. Shout out to whoever had it in the slop chat. Woof. That was a smoke job right there. I don't hate it, man. I don't hate it at all. You want to jump in? We got a pretty easy way to do it. Mug gets you a free week. Free week, Mug. You're drinking some coffee. Hopefully, I got 1 sip left. I got to add some more Baileys. Get a free week. I'll help you. Hit me up. Are we missing anything? I mean, look, it's the least you can do. I don't ask for anything else. Thumbs up, maybe you want to subscribe. You're watching on YouTube. Launch angle's not there. I mean, it's just marginally better for Dominguez. I mean, has the guy even hit a home run? He's hit one home run. This has to be one of the worst. Dominguez, at least you've got this here as far as a young kid out there. You need to get him some time. I think we made the right call with Dominguez. All we need to see one more thing real quick, and then we'll hit some NBA stuff for tonight. One more thing we need real quick. Aaron Judge. Who wants Aaron Judge? There you go. You got it. Any of you who ever thought today's the day for Aaron Judge, you got a plus EV number at the very least. Jump on it. I'm just going to let this thing scroll. Big money, big money, big money, big money. And then we stop, hopefully not on a whammy. Wilbur Abreu. Oh, I like that too. He's a crowd favorite here on the Shander Bet Show. Nothing for DraftKings. Wow. People have officially caught on now with the no sweat activity. Now you don't even have lineups, what have you. We're deep into the night. We're not going to see anything. So we go back to the top, and we can see Onyx. Excuse me, if there's anything here for Onyx, because Onyx is essentially DraftKings. All right? They're going to match and mirror each other. Come on, go. Anything new, anything updated. The markets are moving. Things are moving around fast. Let's go. FanDuel. We're there already. FanDuel. Trust me. If you can't see it, I'm looking at it. That's what I'm here. That's my job. My job is to catch stuff. We're like on a conveyor belt, and I'm just here to stop. Oscar Gonzalez. Are you serious? Oscar Gonzalez is now going to be our no sweat home run of the day. Okay. No sweat, Oscar Gonzalez. All right, let's do it. You go ahead and put that in. I will go ahead and put our parlay in, and we're good to go. All right, he's on the San Diego Padres. If you're wondering, that should be updated there. But for now, it's all good. In Detroit, tough ballpark, all that other stuff. Dude, the guy's a long shot for a reason. Okay. But at 13-1, we go no sweat. See if I can get my quarter down. I get $7.87 down. That's fine for me. Okay. Fine for me. Now, we've added those three already on FanDuel. And this is where it gets fun because I'm going to put it out there for the Discord, but you helped me build it. So thank you, first and foremost, for helping me build this thing. We're going to get Mr. Gonzalez out of here because that would be a hell of a smash, but we just don't need it. And I'll put this in here. We'll bet it, and then we'll all have some fun. All right? We're going to bet them straight, too. Make sure you bet these straight. Look at the difference. You have to put these out solo, okay, as well. All right? Real quick, because I know you love them. We do have some strikeouts on here, too. Once this thing goes through, as you'll see, we got a bunch of strikeouts to look at. We're going to build an NBA parlay right there for you because you've got boosts, and you've got boosts, and you need boosts. All right? You need them. There we go. Went through. I just saw it. Oh, I mistakenly put a unit on this, but hopefully people know that not to do that. Hopefully people know not to put a unit on there. So real quick, come on. Let's go. Let's go. Each one of these guys to go solo, we did as well. Strikeouts, Carlos Rodon. Let's add it. Add it to the slip. Just show you a couple of easy money ways that you can build here as well, right? These are solo builds. You don't need to run any parlays. Mug gets you in for the first week, by the way. $10 wins me $27.30 here. I'm in. We only need one. Okay, so we're in. Come on. Reese Olson's another one here. We're going to add him. All right. And yeah, that bet now works. So if you wanted to do that as well, add this to the bet slip. You don't know. Are they gone? Jesus. These things move. They move fast. You got to get in. They were gone as I was showing it to you. Okay, Reese Olson is available here. Come on. I guess not, man. Like if I go to bet now, Reese Olson under 4.5 minus 136. It's there. Add it to the slip, man. Okay. Well, we know that at the very least, Reese Olson under 4.5 Ks is still available to us over at FanDuel. I don't know what the hell's going on with the bet slip, but that's fine. I'm not here to worry about that. I'm here to give you bets, and I'm here to build a parlay here for you, specifically in the NBA. All right. So we've got boosts now available to us, right? And I think the biggest thing to do is just identify what we have. In the NBA, it's the 30%. All right. So we have a 30% parlay boost in the NBA. That's it. That's all we're going to work with today on FanDuel here. Okay. Because we're going to win something here for you on FanDuel. What's up, Dizo? Are you a new hire or are you new here? If you're a new hire, I wouldn't know either way. They wouldn't tell me until you're already like my boss. So that's why I ask. I assume it's your new, but we appreciate you. Gorilla Trap, where you been, man? 18 minutes late. Come on, brother. We rely on you. I still didn't forget you, Christopher. I was just trying to get Alec Boehm out of my head, but what can I do? All right, so we know we got a plus 250 here, right? Let's see. FanDuel today, 30%. Leave all this open, and we have to keep the same game parlay because remember, we're going to do a 30% boost, right? We're going to do a 30%. Does Jake Hari not understand that I'm on the air here doing a show, pushing our tools? Like I have 7 minutes left, and he's slamming me on Slack right now. Now, he's one of my like 6 bosses. So clearly, I am taking a risk by ripping one of 6 people specific in this company that could just banish me with the snap of a finger. But, I mean, my God, I'm trying to get the FanDuel thing going, and I just get all these notifications. Jake Hari, hey, do you have this? And then are you doing this here? And yes, I promise you. As soon as I get this NBA sucker in here, we will do it. I give you my word, Jake. But in the meantime, people are out here. They need bets. And this 30% profit boost is not going to bet itself. This is an amazing bet. Under 1.5 threes for Ty Jerome. But what about this and that and the matchup? Doesn't matter. None of that shit matters, as you know. It's just we're getting it at plus 102. This should be minus 106. If there's not a better indicator, or at least visual indicator of value, it's the fact that we're getting it at plus money and everybody else is getting it at minus money. Is Alperen Şengün even going to play? How much is he going to play? And look, I think you have a pretty good opportunity here to take advantage of somebody who could be out there for limited minutes, who could be out there, especially with this matchup that they have to try and just destroy them on the boards. Rotation more so. All right. So we've got Jerome under 1.5 threes. That's in there. And Şengün is under 20.5 points. All right. Now we need one more because remember, this is a 3-leg profit boost. It's 30% plus 100 or more. Plus 100 ain't no problem. The other game, so it has to be same game or same game. Oh, no. I stand corrected. It can be a parlay. So let's go on that third game. This is what I love, right? So we have the Cleveland-Miami game. We have the Houston-Golden State game covered. Now we just need the Boston game. Well, who wants to fade Derek White? I'm going to make sure that that's actually plus EV. We may have to go same game parlay. In fact, if there's one Boston game that's plus EV, let me know. Say stop and jump on that right where. Derek White's minus 0.3. Look, that's fine. It's fine for me in this particular case. I'm also recognizing, and I would say the same thing, right? Like you probably have a pretty decent 1% swing either way. I would say the same thing. Now you're getting into dangerous territory down here. I would not force Franz Wagner or Kristaps Porzingis down there. The other option is you just run with Draymond Green over 4.5 assists. You add him, okay? And I'll show you. Let's do the math here. We add him here. That's at plus 590. Remember, we are going to get taxed. 590 is not going to be the play, or at least the number that they're initially going to give us. So go to Ty Jerome, made threes, plus 102. That's just a good bet in general to bet, man. That's just a really good solo bet to place. All of these are solo bets that you should be betting anyway. As you see, I already bet the Shangun one before I even got on here. All right. Let me find his ass on the show more. Under 21.5. That's an alt. That's why. Ooh, you sneaky bastard. Okay. We're going alt under here. Love that. Under 20.5 at minus 102. Though that, and then finally the assists for Draymond. It says 589 should be, mind you, right? Should be the true odds of this. What do you think we're going to get? Because you already know. I don't even have them here. It's not terrible. It's plus 560, but it's not what we should get. Hit the button. Add the 30%. We're at 728. You're welcome. All right. And that $10 or $15, I'm capped at 10. We just hit a $72 profit. The difference between building this and not taking that 30% versus using the boost to get around the same game parlay tax will kill you over time, will absolutely destroy your bankroll over time. Maybe not next week, maybe not next month, but it will eat it up. It will just completely suck it away. And you're looking around like, wow, yeah, I mean, you know, what happened? And that's what happened. Wow. Okay. Okay. He's probably going to clear one of the NHL slates tonight, so I can't tell him that. I mean, he'll turn around and be like, how much did you win betting tonight? I just won 25K. Yeah, I know. We'll see. But so is a lot of other guys on the floor, is my point. And they have a pretty good matchup advantage. I will take that bet. Nobody's yelling upstairs. That was a one-time thing. We should play that back for people on next show. That was a one-time thing. I have to cut that clip up because the child was randomly he was sick. We thought he was sick, and we had to put him back to sleep at like 9 a.m., 8 a.m. So this was the random time that I couldn't say anything. All right. Look, we've run through a bunch here. This is now, hopefully you hit the bet now button. You're already there. If you're not there, what are you doing? You can use code MUG and get your free week. You don't have to pay for anything. It's a free week trial with code MUG. That's the best part about it here. So this is what we have so far on the board. Our 3-leg NBA same game parlay boost, 30% that we added. We have 3 home runs, Nolan Gorman, Jesus Sanchez, and Dominguez for the Bombers as our early slate that we built. And then also we added for our no sweat, Oscar Gonzalez of the San Diego Padres. Appreciate you being here. Look, we'll run through whatever you want. We gave you some K parlays. We gave you some NBA parlays. The whole purpose of all of this is to either use it to beat boosts like same game parlay taxes and create plus EV parlays in their own right, to build straight bankroll builders where you're doing things like attacking Ks and points and assists and things in the NBA. And yeah, I mean, look, we've destroyed the NBA playoffs this year. No different. You'll see it across the board. I'm not here to sell, to shill, to tell you anything that you don't already know. There are people out here that will give you the honest recap of how great they're doing as well. All right, now see, DraftKings is crazy. Red Eye 377's in the house. Points on the Memphis game boost, but other lines on the Lakers game, so odd. They mix and match. Remember yesterday, and if you missed yesterday's show, Red Eye, well, first of all, where were you? Because we missed you. But we went through the same thing. We were trying to build our DraftKings same game parlay boost. We had a 20% boost on DraftKings. And the reality is they were mixing and matching on what we could do with no rhyme or reason. There was no indicator as far as why we couldn't do this, we couldn't do that. Bobby, he's going to break your heart, not mine. I know that for a fact. Appreciate y'all. See you tomorrow.